What's up, beautiful people? We are in full Christmas season, holiday spirit, swing of things. Like, we've got the tree up, all the Christmas lights outside. We actually did hire a guy. We did not let Jude risk his life.
Yeah, sadly. He wanted to get up there and we were like, let's stay alive.
But the guy was so good. He came, he was like, it was Thanksgiving night. He was like, I'll come, I'll do it. It'll be like an hour and a half. I'll knock it out. I'll clean out your gutters. I'll do a little, he did like a little inspection of the roof. He was like, well, this got missed, this got missed, this got missed. I'll fix that whenever we take the lights. So it was amazing. We were just like, who is this guy? Like the angel of the Lord?
Yeah, maybe tonight once it's like dark, awesome. We can kind of show them what the exterior of the house looks like.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we are going to tell you we got a little bit of a family update happening today that we will kind of fill you in on some things, but we're getting ready to go. Actually, Jude's going to go hang out with some friends, and then tonight we're doing a special celebration dinner because we have some pretty good news, something Jude's been working on for a while now.
Yeah, so you guys know how I am the favorite son and the most successful. So I took the ASVAB, which is the military screening test.
Yes.
Right, so I will be joining the Navy.
Yes.
In a couple months.
Oh my God! He called and was like, "Hey, so I passed, and I got like a crazy good grade." And
like with flying colors.
We were sort of preparing for like what late next year.
Like we were thinking.
And he was
like,
gonna be a while. I leave in 3 months, and we're like, "Oh my gosh!" I think we started crying a little bit.
We are very excited right now, but there were tears shed. But we are very, very, very proud of Jude and so excited for him because he's been talking about maybe possibly joining the Navy for like maybe a year now.
It's been a bit,
like, it's been long. In school, I was doing ROTC and stuff.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
So we have a few months where he's doing like his training, and then he's gonna go off to boot camp, and then they're shipping him out for a few years. And so this is like very mind-blowing to us. Like we don't have any history. I mean, my grandpa was in the military, but we don't have a lot of experience with you know, people in our family being in the military. So this is really exciting, and we're super, super proud of you. And we're gonna take the whole family to go have dinner this evening, and we'll take you guys along for that. But he's gonna head out and go hang out with some friends. We're gonna do
an obstacle course. More workouts for the Navy.
More workouts for the Navy.
He's waking up early every morning, running with his friend, and then they jump into the creek to
cold plunging in our river. It's crazy.
So bad.
Well, dude, like there's like literal ice on the top. We've been waking up the last few days.
It's also really shallow.
It's been like 15 degrees outside, and it's super shallow.
Super shallow. I had to like lay down.
You can't just jump in.
Yeah, it's cold.
Have you observed this? He's telling me.
No, but I did it. I did it like not quite this cold, but like 2 years ago, Penny lost her phone in the water.
Oh yeah.
And she was crying, and I was like,
got it out of the freezing water. He found it at the bottom of the creek. Yeah, that's true. So you kind of did a cold plunge. It's apparently really good for you, though.
Yeah,
so good for you.
It is.
It's intense. How long do you stay in?
It's only 30 seconds since we're beginners, but we'll move up for like a minute. It's
crazy.
2 minutes.
Working your way up. That's
Just think, one of these days you'll be actually cold plunging because there's some bad guy that you're trying to get, and you've got to be so quiet in sub-zero temperatures in the water. And Kate's gonna be like, I'll never let go, Jude.
What?
And she'll like try to...
Oh my gosh. So we're gonna let him go, and we're gonna get ready for this evening, and we're just super excited to be celebrating today. This is very, very special. We're so excited.
Oh, where's my hug? Babe, where's my hug?
Oh my. Dad, we're celebrating me, okay, buddy? Stop.
Lincoln's like, I'm gonna go with Jude to hang out with friends. We're gonna go in just a little bit, okay, bud? You're so excited. Lincoln just woke up from a nap. He was laying on the couch. Yeah, he knows. We're gonna go in just a little bit. It's gonna be so fun. You always love to get in the car.
I get a hug from him at least.
Yeah, he's full of hugs. So we came home the other day, and our teenagers had bought a leg lamp. It's so funny. I literally didn't notice it at first, and I looked up off the couch and I was like, what in the world? We have our own leg lamp. If you guys have seen that Christmas movie, that's one of our favorites. And you like the cute little decorations here, don't you? That's such a cute little train. Also, Steven made a brisket last night that's been smoking, and Angus is just very patiently hoping for some to drop on the floor.
Chair, for sure.
Did you feed him some earlier?
I have.
He apparently really liked it. It smells delightful.
It is good.
Angus, do you like the brisket? You do. Okay, so we have a little bit of time before we're gonna head to dinner, and we thought that we would sit down and just kind of give you guys a little bit of family update, answer some questions that we see popping up more often than others, and just kind of check in with you guys, because I know we're not doing like a whole lot of vlogging lately. We're popping on here about once a month or so.
Yeah, basically.
And so figured it's probably time to we could go ahead and sit down, chat, and kind of catch you guys up to speed on some things.
Yeah.
But we are really enjoying this Christmas season. This year feels a lot calmer and more peaceful than last year when we were coming off of 5 brain surgeries for Lincoln and just a lot of chaos at that time.
Penny's hip surgery.
Yeah, there was a lot going on last year, and it did feel like we weren't really able to really slow down and fully savor the season of Christmas last year. And so this year has been really extra special. We've been taking a lot of time to just slow down, make memories as a family, and just really be present in those moments. And so that has been such a gift this season, and something that I think has been really, really good for us, like emotionally and even physically.
I agree with that,
Yeah, a lot of you guys know that I've kind of been on a health journey for quite a while now, and my health was really, really suffering last year and a lot of this year. And so I've really been trying to be very proactive about finding things that will help me to heal, and also just finding answers to like what was going on. And a lot of it I do think was stress induced. There was a lot there, but I have also been seeing a doctor, and they ran a whole bunch of tests and labs and discovered that I had really high levels of certain metals, like lead,
Yeah.
which is really dangerous. They were saying it
the
was like
heck?
off the charts high. And so we were trying to figure out like where that came from. I do have MTHFR, which is a genetic mutation where you have a harder time detoxing. And so that is something where it could have been accumulating over time, and my body was just having a hard time getting rid of it. But we did renovate this house that was from the 70s, and so like old piping and that kind of stuff. We did put in some really, really good water filtration systems for the whole house, and an additional one for drinking water, so that hopefully the whole family is protected there. But we've done like several renovations on old homes and that kind of thing, so I might have been exposed to it there. I know a lot of times like lead paint is a big one. If you're like knocking down walls and stuff and there's lead paint on the walls, you're going to be like inhaling it. And so that's been like a big journey. I've done a lot of like detoxing, like IV therapy and stuff with my doctor, and I'm feeling noticeably better. I'm not even all the way through it, but I'm feeling a lot better. And so I feel like my body is like, I'm starting to feel like myself again, if that makes sense. And so I'm really grateful for that. I know that's like a long explanation, but it's been like a huge part of this past year for me, is like feeling chronically ill. It can just take such a toll on you. And for me to want to show up, you know, as a mom and as a wife, like the best that I can. But if you're struggling to get out of bed and you have no energy and brain fog and you can't function, like that's really, really hard. And so I'm so grateful that to be like on a upward trajectory, feeling a lot better and just really able to enjoy this season without feeling like super sick all the time. So that's been really good. You want to talk about what's going on with work and real estate and all that?
Man. I mean, I've been having a blast with it. Like I didn't want to speak prematurely, but you know, I think I'm ending the year out number 1 in my brokerage, which is pretty cool.
Which is amazing, because this is your first year doing real estate.
Yeah, first full year.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like what a blessing. Like I have a business partner that I'm running hard with, and we're having a blast and just getting to help so many people. And we had a goal for 100 families that we could help buy a home this year. We're at 95 right now. If we hit 100, we're gonna go to Italy with the team, so we're like, oh, so if you know anybody that's looking to buy a house before the end of the year,
that would be amazing.
Actually, it's, you know, this time of year, a lot of people are buying a home. Primarily, a lot of the people I'm working with, because they're just trying to like end of year, you know, not have to pay it in taxes, invest it in real estate kind of thing. And so if that's you,
You can message Steven.
We'd love to help you with that.
Yeah, but it's been really cool to see the way that you have really blossomed in this, and the way that God has used you. It's been so cool because like this was a very big shift for Steven. Like he's never done real estate before, and you know, we had experience with like ministry and obviously like social media and music and writing books and that kind of stuff. So this was like a kind of a completely different shift, and it's been just such an honor to be able to watch the way that God has just blessed that. And he does work really hard, and that shows, but like I love seeing the way that he interacts with his clients, and he just takes it so seriously, not just like selling them a home, but loving on them and shepherding them through that process and helping it to be a blessing to these people who are buying homes. And so I'm so proud of you, and I'm just really, really grateful for the way that has unfolded this past year. It's really truly been a blessing, I think, for the whole family. The kids too, like they're just so proud of you. It's really cool. And they'll tag along with him a lot of times. Kira's like helping him film stuff. Sometimes I'll go, or some of the other kids, but it's really cool. In some ways it feels like a family effort.
Yeah.
So,
and Kira kind of tried her hand at it too. Like she spent a lot of time with me this year doing real estate stuff, and just sort of decided it's not for her. So she's kind of going a different direction with like computer programming and coding and things like that, and going to school for that right now, which is really cool. And I'm really proud of her for like just trying it, because it's not for everybody. It is a lot of work. Like so many, it's sort of, I say it's easy to become an agent. It's harder to stay an agent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like, you know, I think 170,000 agents quit last year, which is crazy. You know, it's
that
like,
is crazy.
because what's wild. It's like it's been probably, I think I saw like statistically the hardest year for real estate in 30 years.
Yeah. So great year for him to jump in.
So great year for me to jump in.
but it has been really good, and that just shows like, you know, how good God is. Like, doesn't really matter like what the statistics show or what you know, like the facts are. Like God can work in any situation. So it's been really cool to see that.
For sure.
And then another update that a lot of you guys have been asking about a bunch, and has been really hard for us to know what to say and what to keep private. You guys know that one of our kiddos, Liam, has not hasn't been in the vlogs for a long time, and as we said in a vlog back, I think it was like in May, it was really the last time that we talked about this, but you know, he's been going through some challenges and needing help from outside of the home, and so we had said then that he was doing that not in the home, and so that has been a really difficult journey for our family this year, and one that has been really heartbreaking at times, because when someone in the family hurts, the whole family hurts. And so at the same time, we feel very much that we need to fiercely protect his privacy, and the whole family's privacy when you go through something really difficult. Like, I think there is a way to show up authentically and honestly, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to share everything about what's going on, and particularly when it comes to children. Like, we just feel very much like if there is something that they're struggling with, that should be private, and that should be for them to be able to work through and process off camera, and without the world needing to weigh in on that. And so
and he's, you know, he's almost 17, like so
the teen years are hard.
It's just hard. It's hard. Like he, you know, I know many of you probably, you know, when you think of Liam, like you think of this little boy, you know, and he's not. Like he's older now. He's working through it. He's, you know, almost an adult, and so we're navigating that with him, in a way that is age appropriate for him and his needs in the moment, and that is appropriate for our family and the other kids. And that's one of the hardest things, is like when you have 6 other children, you know, who are also doing life, you know, and they're working their jobs, and they're going to school, and they're, you know,
processing through
all this stuff at the same time. It's a really like nuanced
Yes.
It's a lot. And so every single day, like our life is like, we wake up so early and just pray, like, Lord, give us wisdom, give us discernment, like guide our steps, like show us how to love all of our children through this in a way that's appropriate for where they each individually are, especially and including Liam. And that's like, man, like if you're a parent, you know that that's already a challenge. If you're an adoptive parent who has a child going through things, right? Man, all the more. And so like we just, like, you may be watching this and like we see you and we're with you, and like we've never tried to we've really actively tried to not act like our lives are perfect or we have it all together, or like adoption is like rosy, and but it's beautiful and it's hard and it's worth it, and it's there's so many words that I could use to describe the beauty and the chaos and the hardness and the worth itness of adoption.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily stop. Like you kind of think like, I'll just love them really hard and we'll heal together and give me a couple of years,
Yeah.
And it's not that way.
Yeah, a lot of times each adoptee is going to process through their story in different ways and in different seasons, and a lot of times that kind of comes up more through the teen years and early adulthood, and those years in general are hard for people to navigate, and there is a lot of like trying to figure out who am I and make sense of your past. And so we've always wanted to try to do that really well with our kids, honoring their privacy and walking with them hand in hand, and each person's going to process that differently. And so it's been a really, really tough season for us in that way. Something that we keep hearing and keep kind of saying is like, two things can be true at one time. There can 100%. Be hardship and grief, and there can be joy and gratitude. And so it feels really conflicting to be in a season where it's like, Lord, like we see so much goodness that you're doing, and we're so grateful for the ways that you are working in our family. And this is really hard, and this is breaking our hearts, and this doesn't have like a quick, easy solution. And so that's where we are.
It's really tough. It's, I guess, part of the complexity of sharing our journey online. When comments come in like, you just threw your child away, you have no idea.
Right.
Guys,
yeah,
you have no idea.
Like, you're just not going to hear the details of what's going on and how they're struggling and how we as a family are struggling. And it's not because we don't want to be honest with you guys, but like I said, like there is there's a line there, and we're not going to cross it. We just absolutely are not. And so I am so grateful for this space. I'm so grateful for all of you. I feel like the vast majority of you guys are so overwhelmingly supportive and understanding, and we so appreciate your prayers and your well wishes and all of that. Like, it has been such a blessing to us. I cannot even explain when you're going through something really heavy and hard for a long period of time. Knowing that there are people praying for you and praying for your family and praying for your children is just an enormous blessing. I just can't even explain to you the depth of that. And so we are really grateful, because I do think that this is a really special community that we've built here. So it's really bittersweet, because in some ways it's like feeling like the need to like pull back and protect our kids and navigate this very, very carefully. At the same time, really being so grateful for this space and for you all and for this journey that we've been on together for 6 years?
6 years, yeah.
It's been amazing. And we showed up here to begin with really to kind of show the beauty of adoption and what a big Christian family looks like and how we do life, and be honest about hey, it's not super easy all the time. There are challenges, and we'll talk about that some, but like we said from the beginning, we're not going to show when our kids are struggling. We can talk through how to navigate some of that, but but I do feel like we've built something really special here, and so we still do want to like show up occasionally and check in with you guys and let you know like, hey, like we're doing okay, and we're, you know, God's taking care of us, and there's so much to be grateful for, and so like all of those things are true. Like it can be a challenging season, and God is good, and we're clinging to that, and so that's really where we're gonna leave it. And I know, like we had said last time, like we don't feel like we can like just keep giving updates. Like this is just gonna be a private journey. And I know a lot of you guys are like, well, we just want him to like come back. We just want to see him on camera. We just want to know that he's okay. We can't give that to you. We can't. We're gonna do what's best for him, what's best for our family, and do know like he is being so supported and loved. Like we're doing everything that we can, and he has an amazing team of professionals and mental health professionals like who are
rock stars. They're so good.
He's in good hands, but that doesn't mean that it's like an easy journey, and so that's
and I think you know we felt like it was appropriate right now to kind of say something, just because it's, you know, it's the holidays, and it's maybe a little jarring for you guys to see us trying to go about doing the holidays with our family and you don't see Liam. And I'll just say, like, as hard as that is for you guys to see that, like, just understand that it's harder for us. So
when you see us showing up and smiling and doing special things with our kids, it's not because like there's not pain there too. But we have 6 children in the home right now that are still living their childhood, and they're you know, processing. We're just trying to do the best that we can, and just know it's just like it's a very nuanced, very complicated situation, but we, you know, we're gonna keep fighting for our family. We're gonna keep fighting for all of our children, and so that's where we're gonna leave that. So if you want to, you know, give well wishes to Liam, to the whole family, like that's wonderful. That's so appreciative. But the, you know, when is he coming back, or where is he, or is he, you know, I want to see him on camera, like that kind of stuff is not going to be helpful, and it's not going to move the ball forward. And so, but we do appreciate the, you know, you guys just being so encouraging and praying for our family. I know this was a lot. It's hard for us to be like, how do we talk about this? How do we share in a way that's appropriate, you know? But we also know, like, you guys love our family, you guys love our kids, and so we do want to, like, assure you, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, it's gonna be okay. I believe in my heart that it's gonna be okay. That at the end of the day, God is in control, and God is good, and He loves our kids even more than we do, which is a lot. And so that's, you know, that's what we rest our hope in at the end of the day, is like God is in control and He's got this. And so we don't have to worry as much as it's easy, you know, when you feel like you don't have full control of a situation, to worry. I do believe God is in control, and He is going to take care of each of our kids even better than we can. So there's the update that everyone has been waiting for as best as we can give it. And yeah, we're gonna wait for the older kids to come home. I think the girls are actually,
they're gonna meet us there.
They went to like a farmer's market, like Christmas pop-up with some friends, and so I think they're gonna meet us at the restaurant, but we're gonna get the littles ready to go out tonight and just go enjoy a special dinner celebrating Jude. Like, we're so excited for him. Like, this is just such a an amazing thing, but also, like we were saying, like bittersweet. Like when he called us and he was like, I passed, and they, you know, it's gonna be like a 3-month lead up till boot camp. We like stood there like holding the phone, and we're like, we're so proud of you, Jude. And we're like crying and calling my parents, and they're so proud of him too. And it's just like, it was it's again another bittersweet thing. Like, so proud of that kid and how hard he's working. I don't know if you guys know this, he graduated early. He worked extra hard because he was homeschooling his senior year. He got his GED early, did really well on those tests too.
So well on his tests.
We're so he's doing amazing, and And so, yeah, really bittersweet because I thought I was gonna have more time with him at home. I was like, well, you know, best case scenario, or worst case scenario, I guess I would say, is like we have a full year, right? Like he could go after next summer. And so the 3 months is kind of throwing me for a loop. I'm like trying to like prepare my heart a little bit to let go.
We're gonna try to get some time in with him. Go snowboarding and
make some special memories and
maybe
do
go to
some
Dollywood. You know,
yeah,
all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so proud of that kid, and we're excited to celebrate him this evening.
Yeah.
It's a special meal. So say it's time to go bye-bye. You ready to go, Linky? Yeah. We're so excited. He really is excited. He's been wanting to wear his Spider-Man snow boots.
So
Ethan pulled those out the other day and he wanted to wear them, and his feet have grown a little bit, so Lincoln wanted to put them on and they fit him perfectly. So sometimes it's good to be cozy when it's like really cold outside. Officially winter season. What's the first day of winter?
I think in like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
It's crazy. I always feel like December is the beginning of winter, but I know it's not like technically. Okay, other arm. But it's winter season. We had some snow the other day, guys. Do we have a clip of that? I'm gonna insert a clip of it. We had snow at the beginning of December. That is rare for Tennessee.
It was amazing.
But the kids were really excited. Do you want to zip up? Okay, let's zip up. Okay, let's go. Is that good? He's like, my tummy feels good now. Do you want cocoa?
Yes.
You want cocoa? Okay, mommy's gonna have coffee and Lincoln can have cocoa, okay?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Mama.
That one.
Woo.
Did you get me a spoon? Thank you. So Lincoln really loves to have cocoa in the winter. He's always pointing to the cabinet that has all of our mugs when he comes home off the bus. Yeah, I'm gonna help you with it so we don't spill it, okay? I make it with half dark chocolate cocoa that's organic and half peppermint cocoa. Is this one your favorite? Do you wanna sit down in your seat and you can have a drink? Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louie. No.
Oh my goodness. Put it right there. Cheers. Thank you. Well, Daddy made me a good latte. You want the camera? You saying hi to everybody? Say, I just got off the school bus and I'm so excited. You had a good day at school, didn't you, Lincoln? You love your school. This is Mommy's coffee. It says beep beep. Beep beep. Thank you, bud. Can Mommy taste it? Oh, that's so yummy. Now you can taste it too, okay? Like it, huh? So it's now Tuesday afternoon. It's been a couple of days since we went out and celebrated with Jude, and we forgot to close out the vlog. I feel like we are just not good vloggers anymore. We're like not in the routine of things, and we used to like just have everything kind of like planned out and organized. And yes, I know you're so excited about your cocoa. Nowadays, it's just like whenever we can squeeze things in. But it's been an eventful day. Jude actually got into a car wreck this morning, and thankfully everyone's totally fine.
Mom.
His car is totaled, and so that is a bummer. It is an older vehicle, and he was wanting to go ahead and buy his own car soon. So that is, it's a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. We're just really grateful that he's okay and everyone's okay. Yeah, thanks, bud. And so we were doing that this morning. And then I went and got my hair done by my bestie, who is an amazing hairdresser. And I'm trying to go back, you're just so excited. I'm trying to go back to my roots a little bit more. I have like naturally dark blonde hair. So I'm trying to like let that grow out a little bit more, just do some like lighter highlights, but not like a full head of light blonde hair, just so it can be healthier for my hair and also like easier to maintain and not have to dye quite as much. That toy is kind of loud, Linky. Let's see if we can turn that down a little bit. Thank you. Can you turn it down a little bit? You really want it to play music? Okay, why don't we let's go sit outside. You want to go sit outside on the back porch? You can show them the water because it's been raining a bunch.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Racy?
Yeah.
That was cool, huh? It turned on again. You guys getting cozy out here? Ooh. What is it? Are you putting on a show? Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, you gotta have the remote. He thinks he's the controller of the remote now. It's so funny. Yeah, you can put on a show, that's fine. Which one do you want to pick? You want to do a Christmas movie? We've been doing lots of Christmas cartoons lately. We did Frosty the Snowman. We did Rudolph the Reindeer. We did Charlie Brown. Yeah, you put on Charlie Brown. Yeah, and we've been doing the VeggieTales Christmas. Do you remember how Reese used to always watch those? Star of Christmas and the toy that saved Christmas. Those were sweet ones. So we've had a little bit of a break from the freezing weather. It's no longer snowing temperatures. It's actually in the 50s and 60s the next couple of days, but it's been raining a ton. So the creek is super full. It was actually really, really dry, and the ducks that are normally in it were really sad for a little bit. And then this morning it was like super, super full. So it's kind of flooded, as you can see. Normally it doesn't come up this far. But I'm really grateful for the rain and the fact that we're able to fill back up again. All of our ducks always hang out in this area over here, and then we'll watch them in the mornings just splashing around. Literally my favorite area of the whole house. I love being able to be out here, especially when it's not too cold. But even if it's really cold, we'll put the fireplace on and grab a bunch of warm blankets and kind of snuggle up underneath there. And I just love it so much. When we were building this house, this is what I envisioned, is being able to spend time out here, just hanging out, lounging, being comfortable with the creek in view, and just have our little quiet, private slice of heaven. I love it so much. Thank you so much. You're so sweet, Lincoln. You want to give a kiss to them too? Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and close out the vlog. But we love you guys so much. Thanks for being patient with us as we have just really slowed down this year and been able to just take more time to be present with our family. And it's been such a blessing. Gosh, the TV's getting really loud. But we do love you guys so much. We want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you guys in our next video. One more kiss from Lincoln? Okay. That's so nice. Lincoln, say bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Sable says bye too.
For your name's sake, you will leave.